got a question for you. Are you addicted to gambling? If the answer is yes, well, I feel bad for you. I have another question for you. Are you addicted to HOI4? If the answer is yes, then I feel even more bad for you. However, if your answers to those questions are yes, or at least if one of them is yes, I got great news for you. They added gambling to Hearts of Iron 4. Now you might be thinking, what the hell is this guy yapping about? Well, let me jump straight into it. You see, to pull this off, you have to play as Paraguay, one of the most mythical nations in Hearts of Iron 4. Besides the fact that it's the least populated country which got its own dedicated focus tree, that's right, they don't even have a million people, and besides the fact that they're the only country with which you could do a legitimate democratic war conquest, they also have slot machines apparently. So how does this work? I'm gonna show you how if you give me a couple of minutes. So first things first, I'm gonna start with this air focus right here. My first advice is check out this focus. If it spawns a factory in Chaco Boreal, just restart. I love this focus because of how dumb it is. For some reason you get 2 building slots. Thank you for a free building slot, I guess. The second focus is Ejército Paraguayano. This one gives you another military factory. I love it how we get aerial focus, but then we just make more guns. Here we are, the magical event, military coup attempt. Historical path is stepping down as Ayala, but we're gonna go for a different approach. Let's click on the second option. This puts us in a civil war. We have only 4 divisions, which have no equipment, and we have 1 decent general. He's gonna be very important. These guys, on the other hand, got 10 divisions, and they're all equipped, but they can't touch us, and that's because there is a huge river in between. I think this is the Paraguay River itself. And now we can do the focus tree on the right side. By the way, this focus is broken. It has a bypass condition, which doesn't work. So our current mission is to survive, so we can't afford the slot machines just yet. Anyway, let's do a call out for 8 focus. This focus is so dumb. You get 2,500 weekly manpower for 1,080 days. That's 154 weeks. In total, we're gonna get almost 400,000 manpower. I'm telling you, Paraguay is a mythical nation in this game. It's very, very special. I'm gonna get the sound workhorse. We need political power. If this thing that I discovered is a slot machine, then political power gain is paycheck that we steal from our wife and spend it inside of a betting shop. Let's now ask for bankroll, which gives us 1 civ and 2 mils. Why not? I have to win this war eventually, but for now we can just wait. The next focus is by all means switch to win. This will give us total mob, kill or stability, and also give us loads of war support. And the focus doesn't say it, but it also takes away 100 political power from us. Ah, that's because it activates the woman in the workforce decision. That makes sense. That actually does make sense. Anyway, I got enough political power to hire another guy. It's gonna be the liberal professor. He gives us democratic support, which we need in this run, as well as resource speed and 10% political power gain. I'm gonna go for emergency powers. This is the magical focus that lets you justify on countries regardless of your, I almost said religion, regardless of your ideology. This is actually so powerful, even if you join allies, you can justify on countries. It just overrides their rule set. Another funny thing, this focus gives me factories in Chaco Boreal. Doesn't even check if I control it. Trial of slop, everyone. I guess I'm gonna focus on winning the war now. Let's do to cross a river. This will spawn 3 marine divisions. And this focus tree is so slop. For example, if you hover over here, you get field hospitals 1, 2, and 3 in roughly 9038. At least you don't get field hospitals 4. Oh yeah, another broken thing about this focus tree. I can't show it to you right now, but if you create the agency, and if you have an operative or 2, there is a chance that one of them gets the trickster trait instead of the general. Absolute cinema, I know, absolute cinema. Another thing that you need to know about this beautiful focus tree. If you don't finish either Assassinate Rafael Franco or Gold Bolivia before you finish the Civil War, you're gonna be stuck. You can't progress down. This doesn't have a bypass condition. Also, for some reason, you have to be at peace with United Kingdom. No idea why. I usually go for Gold Bolivia because it's a free war goal, but this time I don't really care. Let's just assassinate Rafael Franco. This also gives us free agency upgrades. I don't even have an agency. Oh, look at that. We have 3 marine divisions. Let's go. I have a feeling they added this so that the noobs can play Paraguay and cross this damn river. Oh yeah, by the way, this focus is best picked when you're in the Civil War, because you then get 2 levels of infrastructure in Paraguay instead of 1 here and 1 here. Get them on, Bolivia. By the way, they cap at 80%. I can kill them like now. Oh, imagine doing a call of government on these guys. Oh yeah, I want to kill all of them because I'm bloodthirsty maniac. Haha, so funny, so edgy. I'm gonna give you a very niche pro tip. A guy on Steam just wrote to me and said, if I had fans like yours, I'd kill myself, by the way. Anyway, if you got 0% base stability, always pick these decisions like anti-fascist rates and anti-communist rates, because you lose nothing. You get minus 10% base stability, doesn't matter, it's already on 0, just do them all at the same time. Here we are, we won the Civil War. Let's forget about workers' rights for now, because we can put Estigarribia on a pedestal. This will add co-rule with Jose Felix Estigaribia, which is this guy down here. Nice army experience gain, supply consumption, maximum planning, and daily support for unaligned. This guy also loses unpopular, so we get 10% stability effectively. He also gets another level in each of his skills. Knowing this being Trial of Allegiance, I should test maybe if he can get over 10 attack. And he also becomes media personality. Cool, I guess. Anyway, this also unlocks one decision. Appoint Estigaribia as leader. So, to do the slot machine shenanigans, we need to have at least 60%, well, 60.1% ruling party popularity. And we have it, so let's put him on the pedestal. This makes us non-aligned and makes him the country leader. Guess what? We got over 60% ruling party popularity, which means we can get a referendum. Here we are. We're back to being democratic. Anyway, look at this, we can appoint him back as a leader again. But check these lines. Politics will change. The online party becomes the ruling party. Public elections will not be held. Eusebio Ayala retires. Jose Felix Estigarribia becomes leader for an online party. There's two things I need to point out here. First things first, a leader retires. That's put there in the first place so that when you flip non-aligned, the leader isn't some generic guy which was there at the start of the game, right? The second thing that I want to point out, we first become non-aligned and then we retire a country leader. We don't retire a country leader first and then become non-aligned, because that would retire this guy and then make us non-aligned. Instead it makes us non-aligned and retires the non-aligned leader. The order is very important here. You know, it gets the localization, $, current country leader, whatever. That's why it says Eusebio Ayala. Anyway, let me click on this. Look at this. You get a random guy, Jose Cabrera, and this is where the gambling begins. If you check the decisions again, in just one day, this decision returns. Because this decision doesn't check for ideology, it checks for current country leader. If Estigarribia is not the current country leader, which he clearly isn't, you can click on this decision. So now you would expect, wait, this means he's gonna put him back on the throne, right? Yeah, that should happen. Oh, it doesn't. You once again get a generic guy. You can no longer have this guy as a country leader, he's retired, and you can just keep clicking on this. It costs 75 political power. You get that roughly in 4 weeks. So every 4 weeks, reliably, if you don't do any focuses, you can click on this. That's just like spending all of your monthly salary in a betting shop as you go home from work. Isn't this beautiful? Anyway, your leaders have obviously generic faces, generic names, but most importantly, generic traits. And that's probably the only thing that you can win from this. This guy is, for example, an eager collaborator. Next guy is vengeful industrialist and captain of industry. Look at this. This guy gives you 20% civilian factory construction speed. Isn't this great? Next guy gives us 15% stability. This guy doesn't even have traits. Bruh. This guy actually does give us 10% just for variable time. Resource speed, 10% resource speed, that's pretty good. So here we are, I gambled away my entire yearly salary. Yeah. You get like 75 a month, so in a year you get roughly 12 times that amount, around 950. I gambled that away. Occasionally you get a funny name or two, like Narciso. Oh, you could use this guy for fortifications, yeah, why not? You get him and then you build anti-air. Then you get this guy, let's say, and I don't know, you can trade better. Or you get this guy and then you get shit, you don't get anything. This guy is good, for example. You could use him for converting civs or construction supply hubs. I know the best part? You can cheat it. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm 95% sure that you could, in a specific save file, you know, like start the game, you can even do this in Ironman, you start the game, you save it immediately, then you load it with debug mode on, so it's no longer Ironman, and then you could just tap retire country leader command, which does the exact same thing, and you would know which guy is next in the chain. So you could like reset the run over and over again to get good combinations if you really want to. I just noticed this retired officer trait is bugged. You don't get any cheaper advisors. What the hell? Yeah, it's literally bugged. You don't even get war support. Did you see we got Emiliano Zapata there for a second? Oh my god. I can't stop gambling. I need to get National Integralist and University Rector. Come on. I think I just skipped through it. Whatever. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, like, share, subscribe. See you in the next one. And bye.